Hi! So here's a question for you. What am I meant to do? I constantly quote Lord of the Rings, for example.
Oh, and hey, be careful, yeah, it's pretty old, it might break. Don't worry, dude. It's my precious.
And today I realized that my friend didn't actually know what movie I kept quoting.
How crazy was Gollum, hey? What's a Gollum? Gollum. Lord of the... Have you watched Lord of the Rings? No?
Pause. See, the problem here is I quote Lord of the Rings an awful lot.
Not picking up.
They is not our friend.
What the hell did you think I was doing when I would do things like this?
No luck? Nope.
Those tricksy hobbits.
And more importantly, what the hell did you think I was doing when I did this?
I am never late, nor am I early. I arrive precisely when I mean to.
Do you just think I'm extremely strange? Do you just laugh at any kind of strange thing that I do? Maybe I can just say something that isn't even a movie quote.
Oh, what little bit of cricket box in it. So funny.
You bitch. And they laugh, and I think to myself, what have you been laughing at for these past few years? When I stood in doorways and I went, "You shall not pass," and you all giggled, what were you giggling at? And when I let you borrow my necklace and you said, "Are you sure?" And I said,
I choose a mortal life.
why didn't you say something that was so obviously a bizarre thing to say? But I'm gonna ask you guys, tell me if you can name these. Ready? I wrote you every day for a year! Merman!
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm 16 years old and I don't need a governess. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. I could have been a contender.
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
Of all the gin joints, in all the towns, in all of the world, she had to walk into mine. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Stella!
Hector! Say hello to my little friend! I suppose I could kind of get how you don't get some, like Lord of the Rings I suppose isn't a film that everyone's seen. I'll just stop doing Lord of the Rings. You guys got that I did a Lord of the Rings thing in my last video, right? I hope so, otherwise it just looked like this.
I choose a mortal life.
I have to show you guys some really fun kind of stuff. In my last video I asked you what you would name your child, why you would name your child, and how you acquired your name. I just want to say some people acquired their name in the most interesting of ways, some of which included
Full House, the television show. Someone was named after their landlord, another after Julia Roberts, a Disney character after Rocky, Lisa Simpson, and a dog. Surprisingly though, we all kind of share similar stories with our names.
Oh, look, Frodo, it's the Eye of Sauron! I don't know, do you guys have a favourite film that you quote from all the time? I'm not quite... Lord of the Rings isn't my favourite film at all. I have no idea why I always quote from it. I guess just Gollum is just a really good point of reference, you know? He's just a funny guy, that Gollum. I think it's time for me to go. But yes, you guys have a lovely start to the week. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys very soon.
I arrive precisely when I mean to.
Okay, it's porno music / comment time. You know, I have no idea what this first comment was actually in reference to, but it was hysterical. And you know, I think Captain Awesome would be a terrible name. I think that's really awful. And I like, again, how we all have this kind of badass. There are just names in our heads that sound badass. It's like when you watch movies and you're like, oh my god, Danny. When I watched Grease, I always was like, Danny, man, that's a badass name. I love this sushi joke. What did Sushi A say to Sushi B? What's that B? Oh dear. And you know what? That's very funny, but you should always use protection. If you ever need some, just go to your mother's top drawer because I leave mine there.